8 LEFEET P1s running off of one remote. This is going to be awesome.
Even just a single unit can easily propel me, you, and 2 of our friends.
You are looking for adventure, and I think you may have found it.
Now let me introduce you to the team. Buck ran safety and dive ops as the Guardian. LEFEET Steve had gear and surface support as the mad scientist. Art handled the camera as the watcher, Dylan at the helm as the captain, and me, the rocket.
10, 9, ignition sequence start.
Are you nervous about this?
It's not my life at risk.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
You're probably wondering how I got here. And there were definitely moments I was asking the same question. This all started as an idea I pitched to Steve from LEFEET whenever I met him at DEMA. I wanted them to notice me, and I wanted it to be big. Their premise was simple: strap as many P1 DPVs to me as possible and jump in the ocean to see what happens. And this wouldn't be the first time that my big mouth got me into trouble.
From a performance standpoint, these 2, actually even just a single unit, can easily propel me, you, and 2 of our friends, all powered by one P1XR.
You could take one P1XR and tow, me riding it, I could tow 2 people,
3.
3 people.
We've had more. So what we're going to be doing is we've got one control here that will control these 2. This will also be able to control both of these units at the same time and adjust the speeds of both of them at the same time. Now the real fun part starts with this remote. With this remote, we have a variety of remote control extenders. This one control will operate all 6 of these and the 2 on the tank at the same time. Also with complete speed control for all of them at the same time. Now this will give us the option of using just the 2 for standard propulsion, or if we want to fire up all 8, all 10, we can do this all from just these 2 remotes here. We're using our own proprietary RF frequency, and that lets us get signal penetration through the salt water.
If I were to go out and buy 2 of these today,
Yep.
I could pair 2 of those to one remote and run a duel.
If you buy a second one, you simply pair the second unit to the original remote. Control both of them from one, or as we've done in this case, up to 8 or 10 units from one remote.
Okay. Are you nervous about this?
It's not my life at risk.
When I realized this might actually happen, I called Buck Buchanan because I knew I was out of my depth. If this was gonna work, it couldn't be reckless. Buck, I got a question for you.
All right, shoot.
What's the worst that could happen?
Dead level worst,
What's-
you die. But we're not gonna let that happen. We're gonna do a progression of training, like any good diver should, progression of training, right? So this morning, we spent our time in the warehouse setting these things up and really figuring out how they work. And that was the dry part, right? And now we're gonna move to the wet part. So we use a 3-phase, dry, wet, and then real world operations. So before we go jump in the ocean in Key Largo and get to fly the Big Blue, we're gonna get in the pool and we're gonna figure out how this flies. We got to do a little Archimedes principle, right? We got to figure out our weight and our buoyancy. We got to figure out our trim. We got to figure out these things and try not to run into the side of the pool. That's going to be an important part, right?
Sure.
You're going to be flying a full face mask. So we're going to integrate all these things and make sure that they run as safely as possible. Notice I didn't say safe. And the reason I didn't say safe is nobody can guarantee your safety underwater. Nobody.
Ever.
It's up to you. That's right. And when you reached out and said, hey, I'm doing this, I'm like, okay, so this guy took 4 pounds of stupid, but okay, let's give that a try. I'm right there with you. I'll take 2 of it. So when we first started, we had 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. We had 10 buckles that needed to come undone in order for him to get off of half of this system. We basically had 20 buckles to get him completely out of the system. So we sat down and we repaired the systems, and now we have 3 buckles that if he has a problem and I give him the hand signal to pull, we're going to disconnect, we're going to take you out of this kit, he can literally pop 3 buckles and be out of the the leg boosters, because nothing is more important than the diver's safety. This comes secondary. Now the manufacturer might not believe that.
My wife agrees with you.
But your wife does agree with me. Yes, yes. Safety is not the absence of danger. It's the mitigation.
Absolutely.
And we're going to mitigate this safety. We're not going to take it away. We're going to mitigate it. You are looking for adventure, and I think you may have found it. Let's get wet.
Let's go, man. Buck wasn't letting this thing touch open water until we proved it in controlled conditions. Hey guys, so what we're doing now is I've already flown around with the hands. We've done some weight tests with all of it. Now what we're gonna do is Buck is rigging up just all the P1s that are on my body. I'm gonna have the controller in one hand without the dual XR setup. And we're gonna go down and see what happens cruising around like that. It's gonna be very Superman-esque. The pull test told us it could move, but the ocean would decide if it could survive. With the rig locked, a boat beneath us, and one of the most beautiful reefs in the Keys waiting below, it was time. Now let me introduce you to the team. Buck ran safety and dive ops as the Guardian. LEFEET Steve had gear and surface support as the mad scientist. Art handled the camera as the watcher, Dylan at the helm as the captain, and me, the rocket man.
2, 1.
Moored over Paradise Reef, we run one last safety brief, one last gear check, and then the moment's here. No more talking, no more backing out, no more hesitation. Just dive.
10, 9, ignition sequence start. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All engine running. We have a liftoff. Liftoff on Apollo 11.
The torque hit immediately, and it was violent. I accelerated faster than I'd expected, and the force drove my full face mask against my face. The seal collapsed, the nose block slammed into my septum, and pinned my head to my tank valve. What started as violent torque turned into flight. I was covering distance faster than I ever have underwater, faster than anyone probably should. 3 months of planning, design, testing, second guessing, all of it led to this moment. And somewhere in that blue, it clicked. I wasn't trying to become it anymore. I was the rocket man. air gets low and batteries fade, you can only stay in flight for so long. Eventually, everything comes back to the surface. And as we climbed back onto the boat, the adrenaline settled, the noise faded, reality crept back in. All right, guys, Operation Elton John, the Rocket Man project was a success. We fired off 10 of these things here on Paradise Reef. We're out with Dylan with Captain Slate's Scuba Adventures.
Yeah, we had a great time. I had to stay above and stay dry due to a previous injury, but we got all the jets fired up. We got 10 working at one time. We gave additional scooters to our safety team and photographers. Everything went off without a hitch, and can't wait to see the footage.
Yeah, it's gonna be awesome, guys.
Kids, do not contact LEFEET and ask for 10 scooters. We know what you're up to.
Art ran camera and got to race me around a little bit. Art, what do you think, man?
I think it was awesome. We got some great footage.
Yeah.
Saw you swooping around,
Yeah.
back and forth, upside down. Had a great time.
This wasn't just speed, and it wasn't just a stunt. It was months of design, debate, and trust, and the team nailed it. You don't launch something like this alone, and you definitely don't come back from it alone either. This started as a way to do something big, to push it, to see if we could. But somewhere between the planning and the pressure, something else was built too. Not just a plan, but a bond. The kind that only forms when the stakes are real and everyone shows up anyway. At the beginning of this, I asked, what's the worst that could happen? Turns out, the worst thing would have been never daring to try at all.